Dreaming of the Philippines, but worried about your wallet? How much does it really cost to explore this tropical paradise? I'm going to break down everything for you, from famous attractions to food and accommodation, so you can plan the perfect trip without breaking the bank. First up, let's talk attractions. The famous Chocolate Hills in Bohol. The entrance fee is just 100 pesos, which is about $2. For the adrenaline junkies, the nearby Chocolate Hills Adventure Park has an entrance fee of 80 pesos. If you want to try the zip lines and rope courses, that'll be between 550 and 1,900 pesos, or about $10 to $35. Next, the ancient Banu and Batad rice terraces. You can get in for as little as 20 to 50 pesos, less than $1. But honestly, to really appreciate them, you'll want a guide. Budget around 500 to 1,000 pesos for that, which is about $10 to $20. It's totally worth it for the stories and insights. Ever wanted to see an active volcano? The tall volcano near Tagaytay has a small entrance fee of 100 pesos, just $2. The main cost is getting there. A boat ride across the lake will set you back about 1,500 to 2,500 pesos, or $30 to $50, depending on your group size. And of course, we can't forget the crown jewel, Palawan, for island hopping tours in stunning El Nido and Coron. You can expect to pay around 1,000 to 1,500 pesos per person per day. That's about $20 to $30 for a full day of exploring hidden lagoons and pristine beaches. A total bargain for paradise. Now, where will you sleep after all that adventure? The Philippines has options for every budget. Backpackers can find a dorm bed in a hostel for just 400 to 1,000 pesos a night, which is about $7 to $18. You'll meet tons of fellow travelers this way. If you prefer a private room, a budget hotel or guest house will cost you around 1,100 to 2,800 pesos a night. That's about $20 to $50 for a clean, simple, and comfortable space to rest. For those who want a bit more comfort, mid-range hotels are a great option. They usually range from 2,800 to 4,400 pesos per night, which is roughly $50 to $80. You can expect amenities like a pool, air conditioning, and maybe even a nice breakfast included. And for the ultimate splurge, luxury resorts start at around 8,600 pesos or $150 and can go way up from there. Just imagine waking up in a beachfront villa in Palawan with the turquoise sea right outside your window. It's a dream come true. Okay, let's talk about one of the best parts of traveling, the food. Filipino cuisine is amazing, and you can eat like a king without spending a fortune. A delicious meal from a street food stall or a local eatery, called a carinderia, will only cost you 50 to 150 pesos. That's just $1 to $3. Craving something familiar? A meal at a fast food joint like the famous Jollibee will be around 150 to 250 pesos, or $3 to $5. You have to try the Chicken Joy. For a more relaxed experience, a meal at a sit-down restaurant will typically cost between 300 and 700 pesos per person. That's about $5 to $13 for a full hearty meal in a nice setting. And if you feel like treating yourself, a fine dining experience or a meal at a high-end resort restaurant will start at around 1,000 pesos per meal. That's about $18 to $30 for a gourmet experience you won't forget. Getting around the 7,000-plus islands is an adventure in itself. Let's break down the transport costs. For short distances within a city, the iconic jeepneys or local tricycles are your best friends. A ride will cost you just 10 to 30 pesos, that's literally 20 to 50 cents. It's the most authentic way to travel. For traveling between cities, buses and vans are super affordable. Expect to pay around 100 to 300 pesos, which is about $2 to $5 for a few hours on the road. To hop between islands, you'll be using ferries and fast boats. Depending on the distance and speed, these can cost anywhere from 500 to 1,500 pesos, or about $9 to $27. The views from the deck are often worth the ticket price alone. For longer distances, like from Manila to Cebu or Palawan, flying is the way to go. Domestic flights with airlines like Cebu Pacific or Eurasia can range from 1,400 to 3,800 pesos one way. That's about $25 to $70 if you book in advance. And if you value convenience, you can book private guided transfers. For example, a private van to the tall volcano or around El Nido could cost several thousand pesos per person, but it offers door-to-door service and total peace of mind. So, how much will a full 7-day trip actually cost? Let's put it all together with 3 sample itineraries. First, the Palawan Explorer, covering Puerto Princesa, El Nido, and Coron. For a week of island hopping and pure bliss, your total budget would be between 38,500 and 67,500 pesos. That's roughly 700 to 1,225 US dollars. This includes accommodation, food, transport, and all those amazing tours. Next, a Visayas loop, hitting the famous beaches of Boracay, the city life of Cebu, and the natural wonders of Bohol. This adventure would cost between 36,500 and 61,500 pesos, or about 665 to 1,120 US dollars for the week. A fantastic mix of relaxation and exploration. Finally, for a different vibe, consider the Northern Highlands. Exploring the rice terraces of Banu, the cool mountain town of Sagada, and the city of Baguio. This trip is the most budget-friendly, coming in at 24,500 to 45,500 pesos for 7 days. That's just 445 to 825 US dollars for a truly unique cultural experience. As you can see, the Philippines offers incredible value for every type of traveler. Whether you're a backpacker on a shoestring or looking for a luxurious escape, this country has something for you. So, what are you waiting for? The adventure of a lifetime is more affordable than you think. If this video helped you plan your trip, please hit that like button and subscribe for more travel guides and tips. Let me know in the comments which itinerary you'd choose. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.